Good day, Summoners. This is Raabemaster, and I'm bringing you another League of Legends Shoutcast. Yes, it is me. I haven't been uploading recently. That's because of my work with Tower Dive TV. It's been taking up a lot of my time recently, making the videos for their professional team, Team Tower Dive. You won't be seeing those videos here on my YouTube channel. You will be seeing them, however, on the map control channel for Tower Dive TV. I will put a link to that very soon in the descriptions of my videos as well, so you can go see those if you'd like to. But right now, I'm just bringing you guys a game from the spectator mode function in the game client. Looks like right in the action right here, Vayne might be picking up a kill. Lots of flashes burned. She's not going to be able to pick anything else up, unfortunately, for her. And, well, despite that, I'm going to be coming out with more videos on my main channel, along with, of course, the videos on the Tower Dive TV YouTube channel. I hope to link those to you guys soon. I said that already, but let's get into the game here, I guess. So for the red team, we are going to be having Rumble top, Xin Zhao jungle, Ryze mid, and it's going to be Ezreal, Lulu bot lane. For the blue team, we're going to have Nunu and Vayne bot lane, Twisted Fate mid, Jarvan the fourth top lane, and in the jungle will be Amumu. And it looks like we have a gank going down on the Jarvan. I don't think he's going to die. He might actually be able to pick up the kill. No, Xin Zhao flashes away. Does he have the EQ combo up? No, he's just going to flash up instead. He almost has his E up. Can he EQ out of danger? The question to that is he does EQ, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Rumble is going to taint the tower for a couple shots. But Xin Zhao also making his approach. Yes, this is going to spell the end of Jarvan right here. First blood going to Rumble. Good gank by Xin Zhao, getting the initial damage off, but then getting away so he didn't get killed by the Jarvan, of course. And Ryze and Twisted Fate were both moving up, perhaps to support, but it does not look like that will be the case. And Ryze starting out with his Crystal and Flask, so does Twisted Fate. We're seeing a lot of this more recently as people realize the benefits that this can give you in lane, especially if you're going to be spamming a lot of your skills. Twisted Fate likes to use a lot of skills. He does have his blue card, so this is an interesting choice for him. But he is against Ryze, who is very aggressive, especially right now. He does burn all of his mana, however. Pops Crystal and Flask, and he's going to be regenerating a bit of his mana. Not a ton, however. Twisted Fate doing a bit of burst damage on him. And this is the Wicked Lulu skin. Personally, my favorite is the Bittersweet Lulu, because, you know, what's better than turning someone into a cupcake? Tell me that. My answer will be nothing. Looks like both junglers are going down to bot lane, and they see each other and move out, but no, Ezreal gets caught by the bandage toss despite having advanced warning of Amumu coming, and he gets knocked down very quickly. Looks like Xin Zhao might be in a bit of trouble here. Amumu is low. Lulu is following behind. This is a lot of slow right here from red buff to Amumu. Actually, Amumu, he does not have his red buff right now, and Xin Zhao is going to try to pick up a kill onto Vayne with his last E, but he's not going to get it. Will the snowball come out? There's the stun. Snowball follow-up, maybe. It doesn't look like he has the mana. He does pull off the mana barely. Oh, bandage toss from Amumu went freakishly far right there. Giving the kill up to Vayne. That was probably a bad idea for Ryze to try to engage that. He came down here through the river, but there were 3 members of blue team coming up the river, and Twisted Fate right at his back. There was no reason he should have tried to get in there to do anything. He couldn't save Xin Zhao, and all of that caused him was his own death. That means the blue team here is going to be taking an early lead, 3-1. About a 1k gold lead. Not much, but in the early game that certainly helps, especially when one team only has 8k of gold. Jarvan the 4 top lane, not having the best lane right now. Maxing out EQ, very typical for Jarvan players. His Cataclysm is going to be effective on Rumble, especially since his flash is down right now. Jarvan should hit level 6 before the flash comes up. Xin Zhao, more of a popular jungler this season than last season due to the fact that there's a lot more cost-efficient items for damage in the jungle. Black Cleaver being the most important one of them. It's just such a staple on these assassin damage junglers. Like Kha'Zix, Xin Zhao, who else can I think of that would be one? I'm sure more will come to me, but those kind of junglers, the AD caster and the assassin junglers, Black Cleaver's a big boom to them in the jungle. Builds out of manageable components. Brutalizer, not that expensive, and a lot of good stats. Ruby Crystal, always helpful on a jungler. When you have an item like that that gives you a lot of damage, but also builds out of manageable components, it's a very good thing. And that really just helps those kind of junglers. Right now on the top lane, it seems like Rumble is winning his lane thanks to that early gank, giving him first blood. He is not. Looks like he's going to be going for an early haunting guys. Right now has a Doran shield to help mitigate some of that damage from Jarvan. I'm getting a bit of SPF drop. Hopefully that stops. If you guys don't know, I'm hoping to get a new hard drive and more RAM cards in the next couple days. So Hopefully that will solve the FPS issues, because my hard drive is pretty much full. And there's Demacia. Rumble ult on top of it. Looks like Rumble might fall. Jarvan stands outside of the ultimate, but can he get the kill? The answer to that is no. They're both going to walk away from each other. Neither of them killed, and it looks like there's a lot of damage going down to the Ezreal here. Lulu just poking back, trying to get as much damage down as possible. Xin Zhao's coming in for the gank of top lane. Jarvan's extremely low. He did EQ out of there, though. He doesn't have his flash up right now, but it looks like Xin Zhao's going to disengage. What does Xin Zhao have right now? Turns out that he has only level 1 boots. Looks Twisted Fate might be deciding to ult in here. He ults on top of Rumble. One last auto attack. Going to spell defeat for Rumble. No assist for Jarvan, unfortunately, for him. However, this is going to allow Jarvan to continue to farm his lane. That's something important. That's why you put Twisted Fate mid. Even if you want to play AD carries Twisted Fate, which I don't recommend, you might as well put him mid, because his ultimate gives him such great ganking capabilities. And if you're in mid lane with Twisted Fate, you have 2 lanes to gank with your ulti instead of just 1. That's why he is such a good mid hero. He has pretty much global pressure almost. Not a global ult, but it basically exerts global pressure around the map, since it is extremely long range. And it looks like Twisted Fate's going for a bit of trading. Amumu flashes in, burns his ultimate, banish toss. This looks like a dead Rise if I ever saw one. He's going to try to trade, but he cannot trade efficiently enough. It's an 0-2 Rise. Sad thing for me to see, because I do love Rise. And it looks like there was a kill picked up on the Nunu. However, it forced Ezreal to engage too hard. They might even pick up the kill here on Lulu. No, Lulu flashes out of there. One more auto attack by Vayne with a triggered Silver Bolt. Most certainly caused the death of Lulu. Amumu looking for a bit of counter jungling. This is bad for Xin Zhao. I have an app on my phone, actually. Let me give a little bit of a shout out here. See if I can find it. Come on, people. Hopefully this doesn't mess up my phone. It's called LOL Assist. It does buff timers for you. Just click the button and then the buff timer starts running down. It's extremely useful for keeping track of those buffs. Because if you're not right on top of your blue buff, and especially if you know their jungler is down here ganking bot lane, or actually he was ganking mid lane in that instance, you've got to protect your buffs. You can't let them counter jungle like that, especially on Amumu. What does Amumu have? He only has a Spirit Stone right now, not Sight Stone. Spirit Stone right now, and that's not really much at all. Amumu needs levels and decent, at least decent itemization to be effective. And right now he doesn't have that. Xin Zhao could probably easily duel him down. Although he is only level 6 to Amumu's level 7. It's not going to be in his favor, only with the Madreds. Itemization definitely not what he wants it to be right now. Let's see if he's going to be picking up something nice. Picks up Wriggle's Lantern. I don't like this. Oh, I rearranged them. I'm going to put that back. I don't like this Wriggle Lantern's choice on Xin Zhao before his boots of mobility. I'm a big follower of Stonewall, and I like to analyze everything he says. And because he just has such great thoughts in the jungle, look at Jarvan, pro juice, getting out of there. Here comes a teleport for Rumble's team, but no, the teleport is cancelled. As Rise figures out he can't do anything to help him. Rumble's going to pick up the kill anyways. Will the tower be able to take him down? That is the question. One more tower shot. No. Not only the shield is given out, but also the fact the tower was out of range. Barrier from Vayne, saving her from death under a tower. That's a nice tower dive by Blue Team. Here comes Rise flashing for the kill. Amumu's in a lot of trouble right now. It looks like he might be taken down by the Rise of Xin Zhao. He is going to get taken down. Xin Zhao getting the last hit on that one. That was a very good turnaround for Blue Team. But what is Rise doing? Running through the river. He cannot do that. Oh, that was such a big mistake on his part. He knew Twisted Fate was somewhere in here. He saw him come in for the gank. You cannot, when you're that low of health, you really can't be taking those kind of easily noticed paths. You can't go through the river because that's just too obvious. You never know who could be in the river. Going through your jungle, much more of a safe option. However, Xin Zhao picking up the kill on Nunu thanks to that ward there, giving him vision. Did he just place that actually? No, that's been there for a while. Look at all these fun wards. Gingerbread cookies, snowman. Oh, it's such a pretty time. Too bad we didn't get a snowman though. Dota 2 got a snowman, but yeah, we're not here to talk about Dota 2. We're here to talk about a wonderful game called League of Legends. And right now, gold is looking in favor of. I'm gonna set this back to directing mode so you guys don't get sick with my ridiculous camera work. The gold is in favor of Blue Team, and looks like Jarvan 4 might be initiating here. He does get a nice tower shot. Tower shot does go on to Rumble. That's very nice for Jarvan. And looks like Dragon's gonna be taken by Red Team. This is going to help them bridge the gold gap to about 2K. However, looks like Rise might be in a little bit of trouble. He does have a lot more burst right now than Twisted Fate, but he has to be worried about the Amumu. Banish Toss does whiff. Amumu does have his ultimate up, so if that had hit, that probably would have been a kill onto Rise. And it looks like there's a lot of action going down here on the bot lane. Nunu's absolute zero slow, along with Vange's ridiculous damage, is going to pick up the kill. Double kill for Vange. She's 6-1. Sword of the Divine already. That's an extremely good item, especially on Vayne. The crit strike is just amazing. It only gives attack speed, but you know, it's Vayne. If you get that attack speed, you're going to have silver bolts. You're going to be critting. It's going to be wonderful. You're just going to have such a great time. And just right there, you saw the immense amount of damage she was able to put out with the active on the Sword of the Divines. Ezreal picking up his Bloodthirster now. You can see on the side. Mumu comes out. Doesn't catch Xin Zhao, but it doesn't matter. I don't know. Did Xin Zhao use his charge there? I think he did. Rumble laying down the equalizer. They are going to get this Twisted Fate. Ooh, Xin Zhao barely surviving from that. Rise picking up his Tear of the Goddess. Also has his Catalyst. It's going to make him decently survivable and strong with all that mana. Looks like Vayne might pick up this turret. Ezreal's going to try to say something about that. But no. This Vayne's just doing so much damage right now. Blood Boil plus the Sword of the Divine. Just so much attack speed on this Vayne right now. Berserk, let's just check how much it is. With just the Blood Boil, it's 1.64. That is utterly ridiculous for this time frame of the game. And it looks like they are going to initiate onto the Ezreal. Oh my god, look at that attack speed. Oh, I don't know exactly what that hit, but it was incredible nonetheless. This Vayne just raffle stomped that bot lane. But here comes Rise. Can he pick up the Vayne? I don't know. She doesn't have the Divine active up right now. Here comes the Xin Zhao. Most certainly this is going to be a dead Vayne. Who's going to get the kill though? It's going to be Xin Zhao. That was a big shutdown for the red team. That's a lot of money. 500 gold going to Xin Zhao. Rumble right now has his haunting guys. Not much else though. And that's just going to be really helped by that, considering his jungle hasn't been off. It hasn't been going the best. It's been going good, though. He is 4-1-0. Doesn't have a lot of farm, but that's okay. He has 4 kills. That's really all you need. Just big money kills in the jungle. They really help out these assassin-type junglers. Looks like he might be going for a bit of tankiness. Giant's Belt, Chain Vest. Probably worried about this Vayne. Might be building this into a Sunfire Cave. I'd like to see a Frozen Heart probably instead. Brandamon's Omen also an extremely good choice, as it's going to help that Vayne lower her attack speed along with the big AoE slow right there. Oh, Twisted Fate might be in a bad spot right now. There's going to be a lot of bursts coming from Rise. Can he get another Q? There's the Q. Oh, but he gets stunned by Twisted Fate. Does he have a flash? The answer to that is no. Wait, 3, 2. Oh, he's not going to go in on it. Instead, there goes a Nunu. He's going to reconsider this. He can't bridge down that Nunu. Too tanky. Oh, Nunu started up his ultimate. He decides this is a bad decision. Rise shouldn't have turned around there, but will Ezreal be able to pick up a kill here? No, Twisted Fate's going to do a little bit of poking. Almost taking down the Lulu thanks to the tower shot. And it looks like right here we're just going to have a pretty much 5-manning. Red team is 5-manning down here. However, Jarvan gets a nice spot. Decides Cataclysm. The Ezreal, however, just hops out of that one, burning his flash. Here comes Twisted Fate. The stun card does go on to Ezreal, but he gets out of there with his E. Twisted Fate's immediately annihilated by the Xin Zhao and the Rise. Blue team in full retreat. Xin Zhao's going to keep going here. He got the slow off. Gets exhausted, however. Here goes Jarvan right in the middle of the fight. Activates his shield. This might be his death, though. He is. Rumble picking up the kill with his Flame Spitter. And that was a very nice engage by Red Team. Twisted Fate definitely going too far into that. Without the Amumu ult in that fight, Amumu did not use ultimate at all. They did not have the kind of initiation you expect from a team with an Amumu. With the Jarvan the 4th, both extremely strong initiators, they did not have the initiation you'd expect. Jarvan ult pretty much whiffed. And Amumu didn't even use his ult. I don't know if it was up during that fight or not, but it definitely was not used. And right now we're seeing a lot of GP10 on Lulu compared to the Nunu, who only has 1 GP, actually has 2 GP10s. This Nunu is just quite a bit ahead of this Lulu. Oh, Ezreal, you're going to have to get out of there. No, don't walk back to the Vayne. That's a poor decision. Oh, Rise, you should just commit. You should have just committed. Oh, but your cooldowns, you don't have the cooldown reduction you need. Oh, he is just not ahead enough in levels. Interesting choice, picking up Spell Flux, deciding to max that out before, I just want to draw attention to this because I'm a Rise player and I find this very awkward. Also, FPS still not working out in my favor. I'm gonna take attention to this. Stop pinging, whoever you are. Stop pinging. I don't like it. Rise. Let's see his skill build right here. No, Rise. It won't let me click on it because he's dead. There we go. Okay, look at this. 3 points in his Spell Flux, only 1 in his Rune Prison. Remember, when you put points in the Rune Prison, it both increases the damage and the stun duration. I really think this is a mistake. I don't know if this is perhaps because of Season 3 changes or what, but I really like maxing out Room Prison before Spell Flux. I think it's a much better choice on Rise. The skill build is certainly interesting. Jarvan the 4 taking top tower. That's going to put the game at 3 towers to none in favor of blue team. And it's just really going to come down. Can red team turtle this one out for a little bit longer? Rise hasn't gotten to his late game carry mode, whereas Vayne has a ton of damage right now. We're trying to get the good initiation. Rumble's not here. Ezreal's not here. They can't defend this tower at all. Xin Zhao jumps in, trying to get some initiation down with his ultimate, but he can't. Vayne's taking a lot of damage, though. She gets extremely low. A Mumu ult, but there is no possibility for a follow-up. Ezreal's going to jump in here, try to take down the Vayne. Can he? I really think they should push their Vayne. Oh, here comes Jarvan the 4. He wants to initiate. Will he get down the Cataclysm? Will it be a nice Cataclysm? He only gets to Lulu. She flashes out. Looks like they're going to be going on the Ezreal. He drops extremely low, gets shielded by Lulu, but it's a little late. Shield not going to mitigate any of the damage right now. And wow, blue team did lose their Amumu. Oh, here comes Jarvan. Great EQ combo, but no, it gets him trapped on the wrong side of the dividing line between the two teams. However, Ezreal almost dying, gets struck very low, less than a health bar remaining. Rumble really wants to do some damage. They're all so low down here. Rise is extremely tempted by this fact. Pops his ultimate for the spell vamp, for the AoE. It doesn't matter. His ult's off cooldown in like 10 seconds if he's spamming spells. I mean, it's ridiculous how fast off cooldown. It's not that great of an ultimate, but I mean, spell vamp, AoE damage, what's not to like? Vayne once again burning her Sword of the Divine to pick up the creep, to pick up the red buff. Is going to give her a true damage along with a very nice slow. What's the cooldown on this? 60 seconds. That's the typical item cooldown in League of Legends. Death by Grass, I believe, is 60 seconds. And I think Random's Omen also has a 60-second cooldown. I'm not exactly sure on that one. And it looks like they're not going to be able to pick up this dragon. They might be in some danger, though. No, 4 members from blue team down here. They really can't do this. And it is taken by blue team. No steal from the Ezreal. It looks like red team's in a lot of trouble. Zin's out right in the middle of the fight, taking a ton of damage. He is going to get killed. Twisted Fate going after the high ground, annihilating the Ezreal. All such as Rise. He might have the damage. He does pick up Spell Flux, picking up the kill on to Nunu. Rumble's going to jump in here now, too. Picking up a kill on Jarvan the 4. So far, this is a 2-for-2 exchange. Vayne is extremely low. If he walks into this bush, he might be able to pick the kill. Oh, Panda Toss whiffed! Will that be enough for him to pick up the kill? The answer to that is no. Vayne's extremely low. Rumble's picking up the kill. This Vayne, though, doing insane amounts of damage. It's just crazy. Now Lulu is in a terrible situation. No way she gets out of this one alive, especially with a Twisted Fate and a move on her tail. And Amumu's going to pick up that kill with his Sunfire Cape. That is going to be an ace for blue team, putting themselves in a ginormous advantage. Now 10k gold lead. That's quite the snowball-worthy advantage, and I'm gonna have to tack it up to good play from the Vayne and Nunu and bot lane. That's really what has won the game. Well, it hasn't won it yet. Of course, red team still definitely has a chance to come back. Rise, extremely strong late game champion, and Lulu very good at keeping those strong late game champions alive. So this is definitely not over by any means. Amumu is still late strong, but then again, blue team also has extremely strong late game. They're gonna reach it a lot faster than red team does. Rise right now picking up a Negatron Cloak, most likely gonna be turning this one into a Abyssal Scepter. That's a very good item on Rise. Magic penetration extremely strong on him. Looks like Rise is gonna go in for a bit of damage. However, they really don't have the manpower to engage right now. Xin Zhao is off bot lane. It's absolute zero by Nunu, covering absolutely nothing. See what I did there? And looks like they are just going to try to counter push as effectively as possible while the rest of the team gets into position. Ezreal getting cut out by Jarvan the 4th. It doesn't look like he has any hope of surviving this. No. Phallic Spear to the face is going to pick up the kill. They're engaging on Jarvan the 4th, but here comes Vayne, immediately annihilating Rise. He really needs this Frozen Heart, but he doesn't have it. And that is one dead Vayne. I would say Frozen Heart for Rise more important right now than even Rod of the Ages. I mean, if he had Frozen Heart, maybe he would have survived quite a bit longer. I mean, how much armor does he have right now? I can't tell. Let me see if I can pull it up. Rise. How much armor do you have? 58. That's not enough. You cannot survive this kind of a carry Vayne with 58 armor. Frozen Heart also reduces her attack speed, making it extremely strong against Vayne, because if she has less attack speed, she's not going to proc Vayne Silver Bolts. And look at that, he has a Quicksilver Sash on Vayne, scared of those room prisons probably. That's really the only CC she has to be worried about. I believe you can Quicksilver Sash out of the Polymorph too. That's also going to be extremely helpful. So room prison Polymorph, pretty much the two things that Vayne is threatened by right now. Probably going to turn that into Mercurial Scimitar, I believe. Yes, I think that's the name of the item. BF Sword plus Quicksilver status, extremely strong on champions like Vayne, who really don't have a natural escape, but do have tons of damage. Also going to help mitigate the Rise's damage, of course. 48 magic resist. 45, actually. Might have gotten nerfed for Season 3 a little bit. Not really worth mentioning. But still, definitely, I don't know, I might be insane. Let me check Negatron. Someone had Negatron Cloak. Where is it? 45 on Negatron Cloak, 45 Quicksilver status. I think that used to be 48. Might be wrong. And looks like they're just going to try to turtle this one out. I don't know what the chances are. Blue team could probably realistically go for Dragon soon. Vayne is going to absolutely decimate that thing. And Mumu does have a lot of resistances. Probably building up his own Abyssal Scepter. Crystalline Flask. Still super strong. Super strong. And looks like Blue team is going to take this Tier 2 bot turret. Not much resistance being put up by Red team. There's the Equalizer actually. Gonna push them off the turret. Don't know if it was worth it just to keep them off the turret. Oh, Mumu burns his ultimate but catches no one. Big mistake. Now, unfortunately, Nunu's in a bad spot. Vayne is not here. She's off top lane. This is their chance to win a team fight. And they are going to take it. Absolute Zero is going to delay them from killing Jarvan IV or a Mumu. Nunu sacrificing himself to save his teammates. And, oh, they know. They had a ward right there in that bush. They know where Xin Zhao is, and they're going to collapse on him so hard. Does he have his flash? The answer to that question is yes. Oh! Nice flash out of the Cataclysm, but here comes Twisted Fate, and this is going to be one dead Xin Zhao for sure. That teleport into gold card is pretty strong. And there I would say extremely strong. Tons of damage being put out there. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. That was a terrible context. But I don't care, long hair don't care. And looks like Twisted Fate gonna flash over the wall, trying to pick up the kill on Lulu. Is she gonna get it? Oh, he is. Jarvan is actually gonna be picking up that one right there. No, Lulu's gonna be picking up that one. And now Vayne is in a bad spot as she being chased by both Rumble and Ezreal. Can she get out of here? She pops her ultimate. Oh my gosh, all that damage was just too much for them. And Rumble is gonna pick up the kill on Vayne, but not before being dropped by without being dropped by Twisted Fate. Wow, that was just an amazing amount of damage Vayne was putting out there. Let's check out her itemization. Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Sword of the Divine. Whoa, no wonder she's murdering people. She's got tons of damage. Oh, I can't say that anymore. I'm gonna New Year's resolution, try not to say tons of damage too much. Let's take a look at the gold right now. Vayne definitely leading everyone with over 12k of gold. Twisted Fate not too far behind at 10k. And everyone on red team just plummeting far behind that. In fact, no one on red team has more than anyone on blue team besides Jarvan. Surprisingly, Nunu support has more money than Jarvan. But yeah, no one on red team is doing well at all. No one has more money than the blue team support. That's because all that assist gold for Nunu just totally making his day wonderful. Let's check out how many assists he has. 2, 5, and 14 versus Vayne 15, 5, and 7. Crazy amounts of kills coming out for blue team. Right now, 12k gold lead. They can probably go for Baron. Should they secure this fun objective up here, they will have, blue team will just be so far ahead. I pressed a button. Press C. Let's look at that. Let's look at this graph here. Let's look at this table right here. It shows us not really anything we need to know. No cooldown reduction. Good to know. And no, press G. Press H. I might try to turn that thing off more consistently, but it's something I don't really think about a lot. Probably need to start thinking about it a little bit more. And it looks like Dragon is going to be picked up by blue team. Really no way red team can contest this. And that was my ping that time. Vayne picking up the killing blow. And I really don't think blue team really needs to delay this game. They don't want to let Rise get his frozen heart built up. Get his damage up to a pristine condition. Because Rise, your build is stop it. Just evade damage, but it's not doing anything against sustain. Ezreal built that Brutalizer. Interesting pickup on him. Probably wants just a little bit more damage to compete with the Vayne. And Jarvan in a tricky spot, but he's got some decent gap closers. I don't think he's going to be killed. Especially Vayne is bot lane split pushing. This could be their chance for an invade. However, Rumble ult completely whiffs. That little minion that could, scouting out the red team's position that whole time. Vayne, if they don't get back to their bot tower, without a doubt, Vayne is going to pick it up. I really don't see a way for them to get around this. She's going to be pushing up this creep wave. She's definitely going to get this tower. I don't think Xin Zhao can get here fast enough. Oh, he does have his home guard boost. He's going to jump onto Vayne. However, she's going to get the tower before he can do anything, and she might be able to kill him. Bloodthirster, Bloodthirster, Bloodthirster! And it is enough, but will Ezreal be able to pick up this kill? She's going to run through the base, try to do some jukes. Ezreal ult went the other direction towards Baron. Was not enough to pick it up. Jarvan gets the killing blow on Baron. Ezreal does get Vayne, but was it worth it? They did lose the Baron trying to stop the split pushing Vayne. Dare I say, it was not, as now. True, Vayne doesn't have Baron buff, but it's still going to be just so much added stats to the rest of the blue team. I really don't think there's any way for red team to hold out. They might end up waiting. Blue team is going to probably end up waiting until Vayne respawns before they go in for the mid inhibitor. They go for any inhibitor that they want, actually. They still a tier 2 tower for red team on the top lane. I don't know what that MOBA bandage toss was, but it definitely wasn't hitting anything. So they might just end up pushing top once Vayne responds, taking that turret, and then seeing where they can go from there. They can probably just go all the way, actually. The level discrepancy itself is huge right now. Highest level on red team is 14, whereas there are 3 level 15 members on blue team. Amumu, higher level than the Rise, who was mid, that really does not speak well for the Rise's laning phase. Because the jungler should not be ahead on levels of the solo lanes. In most circumstances, jungle gets far less EXP, and especially considering the time you spend roaming in the jungle, definitely does not help your levels. And it looks like blue team might be going in for the push. Xin Zhao's going to split push, though with his Sunfire Cape, it's an okay split pusher with the Wit's End. But I'd really like to see at least a Brutalizer on him to get Black Fever. Although he is not having the best of games, so I understand that he's not wanting to go for those big damage money items. Is there an Aegis on the red team? The answer to that question is, it doesn't look like it. I would have really liked to see an Aegis perhaps on Xin Zhao. Probably would have helped him a bit more of a cost-effective item than the Sunfire Cape. It doesn't get the damage and pushing power, but if you're trying to go cost-effective, you can't go better than Aegis. And it's going to be 3 towers on there, and Runkle's going to drop his Equalizer, clearing the lane, but not doing much else. Here comes the Amumu initiation. He's going to pop his ultimate, catching 2. This Ezreal's going to die extremely fast, along with the Lulu Rise, and Runkle's trying their best to salvage the situation. But there's the Demacia. There's the almost ace, and Zhao's still pushing. He's just keep pushing. He can't stop this. There's nothing he can do. He can't stop the push to win. They're going to take the inhibitor on bot lane now as well. They're not going to have minion support with CDP for a little while, but I don't think it matters. Why are you even auto-attacking this inhibitor? You can probably just take the win right now. There's the teleport from Twisted Fate. Doesn't even need to teleport in. Vayne's clearly capable of picking for herself, and that is going to be the end of the game. Good job, blue team, pushing an early game advantage, deserved the victory. That bot lane of Nunu and Vayne just was immensely powerful. The attack speed buff, Sword of the Divine, Blood Boil, just doing so much for Vayne's damage. Just incredibly strong. Interesting idea. I'm going to have to try it out myself. It certainly proved well in this game, taking an early game advantage over Ezreal, which is surprising, as Ezreal does have a lot better early and mid game than Vayne does usually. And of course, Twisted Fate doing a decent job of roaming. I like the Jarvan 4. He did also very well. On the on the red team, I'm going to say mistakes were made by bottom lane. There was really just not enough presence in that lane. They just got raffle stomped again and again, and there is an Aegis now on red team. Lulu did buy it at the end, I believe, or she just had it the whole time and I wasn't paying attention. And of course, Xin Zhao, I don't like the Merc Shreds, especially on Xin Zhao. You're going to want to get those heavy ganks in. Boots of mobility, I believe in Season 3, are the way to go. They're staple on most jungles. Stonewall agrees. After experimenting myself, I have gone to agree with him that they are just extremely important on junglers now. Amumu didn't get them, but that's okay on Amumu. Spell pen boots are extremely strong on him. But for Xin Zhao, I definitely say boots of mobility would be the best choice for him. But that is the game. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been a Raabemaster Shoutcast. I hope you did enjoy. I hope to upload more in the near future. And when I get the link to the description of the Tower Dive TV channel, I have the channel with me, but the videos I want uploaded aren't uploaded yet. Almost didn't say that correctly. So I will put that out when I am ready to. And I thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good day.